Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Dual Wellness, the show
friends.
where a mother named Camille and her son named Max discuss all topics relating to physical, mental, whatever it is, I don't care, wellness. I do care a lot.
You do care.
That's why we're doing a
don't care.
YouTube show about it.
Exactly.
It would be weird if I didn't care.
Exactly.
Anyways, so yeah, we just talk about different topics and give our opinions and thoughts on them. It's not fact, I'm not a dang dong no scientist, so yeah.
Nor am I.
Nope.
No, we're not specialists. We're just two people living our lives.
I'm pretty special.
We are special, but we are not specialists.
So anyways,
Right.
I should say that. In this episode, we're going to be discussing... What are we discussing, Mother?
Well, we're discussing, I kind of went over it a little bit and I super glossed over it in one of our other videos. The fact that 6 years ago, for my 50th birthday, it was the summer before my 50th birthday, I turned 50 in September, I gave myself the present of bariatric surgery. A lot of people wouldn't consider that a very good present, but that it was a gift to myself. And I'm not going to get super into what, all the nitty gritty and stuff like that. I did have the gastric sleeve. I did not have the bypass surgery. I wanted to talk a little bit about why, not a lot, because my gosh, I could talk for hours on this subject. I really, really could. It's something that I researched thoroughly, and but I want to. There's actually something kind of interesting that happened with our family, and I kind of wanted to get Max's take on it. So, like I said, I chose to have bariatric surgery because I have pretty much been overweight my whole entire life. I was a chubby kid. I was a very chubby teenager. I was not, and especially around the time that I had kids, I was very heavy. With my first pregnancy, I gained 80 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, with Sam, I gained 80 pounds.
Sam was a big baby too.
No, Sam was not. Sam was
Oh.
only 8 pounds 6 ounces. Everything. So that's not a big baby. That's
How much was that?
You were 4 pounds 14 ounces. Max was 2 months early.
Yeah.
That's another story. But anyways, so as what happened was I had gone through menopause early. So I had gone through menopause in my 40s, and once I had perimenopause for like 10 years. It was horrible. But once I went through menopause, and I have hypothyroidism, so I had done pretty much everything. Basically, don't you remember? Pretty much your whole entire life, I was either doing Weight Watchers.
Yes. Yeah, you would do Weight Watchers meetings, and you would do.
We were members of the Y. I was always I exercised a lot.
Yes, at the same time though.
Our diet was not good.
Yes, it was.
And now I want to correct that. It's not that our diet was not. It was better than a lot of.
Yes, but I remember
people, but
also you would go to Weight Watchers and have a good Weight Watchers meeting and come home, and then we would go to Chinese buffet.
We did.
So
I know, because you had a whole week.
Yes, you'd be like, I did it. Or we get ice
I
cream.
lost 2 pounds this week. Let's get Yes.
So
it is. No, you're right. So that was it was those really bad patterns. Well, one of the requirements for the surgery is that you have to be able to have 6 months of documented attempt at weight loss and without any success. And I most definitely had that. I had multiple years, and it was documented. It was done here in town. I did not go out of the country. It was approved by my insurance. I met all the criteria. I did have the comorbidities. One of the comorbidities that I had was high blood pressure, and so it's kind of cool because before your surgery, you have to go off of all of your medications in order to have surgery for a certain amount of time. It's weird, but it's not weird. I have not been on high blood pressure medicine since having the surgery. So I've been able to. So that's part of the story, is that, so it was 6 years ago. A lot of people consider it the shortcut, an easy way out, everything like that. Have you? It's
no, because there's
it's very similar. I heard it compared to a, and I'm not saying it's the same thing as somebody who receives an organ transplant, but you have to have the level of maintenance for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It changes your whole entire life. It does, or it should. It absolutely should. And it's so after statistically, and this is the really sad thing. Statistically, it's something like 75 or 80% of the people that receive this surgery end up gaining back their weight, if not more.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not a quick fix. It is a tool. That is it. It is a tool and nothing else. And if you do not utilize that tool, owning a hammer and using a hammer are two different things. So, and then I wanted to, so a year after I had my surgery, my husband, he did an experiment without me knowing. He watched me while I, watched what I did and stuff like that.
As a guinea pig.
He was.
That's smart.
It was, because it's not anything you should take lightly. Now, my husband was, whereas I was approximately 100 pounds overweight, which on a 5-foot person is not good. I've lost about 80 pounds and managed to, I've been the same weight for 5 years. So, maintained same size, same weight, same pretty much everything. I have gained back, my lowest weight, I lost about 85 pounds. But I was only there for a minute, and then I gained the 5 pounds back. So I'm in a 5-pound range. My husband watched me for a year, and my husband was much more overweight. Of course he's taller than me, but he had a much bigger issue than I did, and he also got the surgery, and he has since lost, I think, 160 pounds.
That's crazy.
And maintained it. So for 5 years, Dad has maintained it. The thing that I wanted to ask Max, because we've kind of talked about it, but not really. So Max you're 23 now, so you were 17. Yeah. So being the age, that's a very impressionable age that you were when we had it. And being the age that you were, and seeing both of your parents basically require surgical intervention in order to regain or get for the first time in their whole entire life. Because, quite honestly, your dad is probably the smallest he's ever been.
Right.
Everything. As am I.
Right.
As am I, So what type of an impression did that make on you? What?
Honestly, I was just proud of you guys.
You were?
Yeah, no, I've never been somebody to look at, even steroids and stuff like that. I don't see anything. Okay, it's you. Do you. If you want it,
if you've researched it, if you know the pros and cons, if if it's not something, I don't believe that you're a major health decision, especially, I don't believe surgery, especially something that is so-called elective,
right,
should be done lightly.
No, exactly. And neither of you guys did that. You were very, very smart about it. Dad was drinking those Isopure shakes for months afterwards. You got your nutrients in, everything like that. You were very healthy about it and smart about it. You did your research. It wasn't like there was people that you guys saw because you had to go do checkups or whatever, right?
We did.
Months, who got the surgery as well with you when they were when do I get to eat KFC again and stuff like that. And
you
guys didn't do any of that. So to me, it wasn't you guys are cheating or lazy or taking a shortcut or anything, because that's not it at all.
We changed everything, though. We changed everything, even as far as the families
what everybody was eating. And so
Yeah.
I was honestly happy about that because, I mean, for years as a kid, you guys tried to be healthy and you'd be like, oh yeah, we're a healthy family. And then you would be like, well, I just felt like getting Pop-Tarts and stuff like that. And
mine was more like ice cream.
Yes,
which
ice cream,
I've
stuff like
claimed
that.
before.
We had like Cheez-Its all the time and everything.
Sam with his Cheez-Its.
So there was, I didn't feel bad at all. I was like, this is cool. I think this is a great idea. If you have to do that, but if you're gonna do it, I think that's good. I think it's fun.
Did it motivate you knowing that both of your parents have struggled with their weight their whole entire lives? And I mean, part of it is what you put in your mouth. Part of it is also genetic. That there are very strong patterns of weight issues on both sides.
Yeah.
Very much so. So did that do you feel like that may have led you to be more conscious of some of the choices that you made? And do you think it might have been part of the driver to you being as active as you are?
Yeah, maybe. I think it did definitely make me realize, like, hey, I don't ever want to get to that point where, I have to
have surgery
and seriously decrease for like the rest of my life. I mean, it's reversible, isn't it?
No.
It's not? Okay. Because they can reverse some crazy stuff.
No, so the surgery that we had, because my husband had the same surgery, it is they remove
like
basically, like 3/4.
Yeah. So, what I saw was like, I don't ever want to get to that point. I think that isn't necessary for me because I don't.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, and like.
But that can change rapidly.
It can change, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. I was like, I was 16 years old now. You were 50, and I was like, in that gap, clearly something can change. And I don't ever want to have to get to that point without trying to prevent it. So yeah, in a sense, maybe. I guess I didn't really think about it as much at the time. It wasn't like a huge moment for me, honestly. It was more just like, hey, good job. Like I was just like, yeah, nice, cool. Maybe like subconsciously, in a sense, though, it was
part of a motivating to pay more attention to your health.
I think it was more so the change in how you guys ate and everything like that. That was more impressive to me.
My activity level, too.
Yeah, that was...
I mean, I was always kind of sort of active. I mean, I walked a lot. Like I said, I went to the Y. We, kind of, sort of, but not nearly to the extent that I've been since.
We were not very active at all. And I definitely think it did have an influence on me in a sense, and just took a long time over many years for me to like kind of also snap out of my
inertia.
Or my lethargy, So but I guess my final point on it really is just if you're taking steroids or if you're doing a wonder of modern medicine and stuff like that to achieve something that you've put a lot of research into and something that you clearly want, you still have to work towards that. Even dudes who take steroids and stuff like that have to still work out for 3 hours a day and get their diet down in order to see those results that they want to get an Arnold type body or something like that. There's
no magic pill. There's no shortcut to health. There is no. And while the choice, like steroids, would not be a choice that I made.
No, neither.
And
no, no, it's not something I would do either.
Okay, but having said that, I also, because I had not thought about the surgery at all. It was not, the way that I started thinking about it was because I was at my annual physical, and my doctor, who has been my doctor for 20 years, and I really like him. He knows my history, everything else. He was the one that asked me if I had ever considered the surgery.
Yeah.
And I was offended.
Really?
I was offended. When he brought it up, I was like, no, I have not considered that. What the heck? Why would you say that? Basically was what. And I did say, why did you say that? Why did you suggest that to me? And he said, he said, because knowing you as I do, he said, I think that you would be one of the people that uses it as a tool and not as a cure-all.
Yeah, I think there is I think I come from a generation, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's different. Maybe not everybody my age is like this, but I think for the most part, people from my generation and stuff are a lot more accepting of a lot of the tools that the wonders of modern society offer you. Like therapy is much more common.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, therapy is like super common. I think that some people go too far with it, but even like medicine and stuff like that is far more common. Like modern medicines, it's more common. People aren't really ashamed of doing those things a lot.
You think the stigma is lifting?
Yeah, I think that a lot more people in general go to the gym and
I think honestly, the more people, the more average Joe people like us that are putting the stuff out there, talking about things. I mean, there's you know, obviously lots of people are on YouTube telling their story with mental health and physical health and everything else. And the more people that do that, I think that's what
it changes things. So
yeah,
I'm a person who's all for advancements in any way. Yeah, I think that's how human beings evolve, and they should take advantage of these tools that are given to them if it's something that, you know, they're smart about. So
I'm glad we didn't damage you then. I'm glad.
No, I was not damaged anyway. It was not.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was we just wanted to cover that a little bit. Just talk a little bit about, you know, our history, why we are where we are, but why I am where I am. And I can honestly say that at the age of 56, I'm healthier now than I was at the age of 26, because I was not a healthy individual, or 36, or 46.
And when I'm 56 and I can get a full cyborg body, I'll be doing that.
Well, we were supposed to be in flying cars and
well, flying cars are ridiculous.
Well, you know. Anyway,
okay.
So, if you have any questions or you want to discuss more or anything like that, please let us know below. Give us a comment, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us all that good stuff.
Yeah, if you want my opinion on massive life-changing decisions that you make, go ahead and message me in the comments. I would love to give it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's scary. Anyway, so anything else?
No, that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. We appreciate you watching, and we hope to see you again next time.
All right.
So yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye, friends.
Bye-bye. Hang on. Oh, hang on.